Hello everybody and welcome back. We are playing some Immortals. And in the last episode I'm pretty sure we did some exploring and we did a lot more story because the episode before was nothing but exploring and failure. So, that being said, we have to return to the Palathon. We have seen some shit now. Yeah. I upgraded the whip, I believe. Yeah, the whip. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got done. Where would you like me to go? Okay, I see. No.
Jack, heard you walk right up into a whole thing.
Take up a position at the table, Initiate. There's a lot to talk about.
Any of these puzzles.
Cool.
Sounds like Zandara filled you in, sir, but I've got about 1,000,000 questions.
Story time, Jack.
And I used to really love story time.
The Shrouded Realm is a world of raw, untempered magic. A magic so formless and wild, it's impossible to master.
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Then the Pentasod came to that world and created the fonts. 5 great anchors that connected the Shrouded Realm to Aveum. The ley lines spread out from these fonts, traveling through both worlds, turning the Shrouded Realm's magic into a resource we could use.
If someone could capture the power of a font, they'd control magic in a way that no Magnus has before.
Like a living ley line tower, capable of drawing magic from the very source, capable of even redirecting it away from other Magni.
Sandraak has done exactly that. We believe he's in possession of a Thrata Cull, a binding stone, an artifact that can control the fonts.
So that's what I saw the hand pull out of the ruins.
That's right. With it, Sandraak will eventually be able to block our access to magic completely. Then the Everwar is over.
Over? As in he takes over Lucium?
As in, he takes over everything.
Sir, respectfully and whatever, you're wrong.
Excuse me?
Oh boy.
You said it yourself. Magic is a resource. Just because Sandraak absorbed a font or whatever doesn't mean his power is endless. It's just that it's probably ginormous. If he found a way to use the Binding Stone, so can we. We can take it back and then...
Excuse me, but what?
Make yourself at home.
I bring you good news, sister. Peace is near. Allow me to let you witness it,
A small kindness between friends.
if you would have it.
We were just discussing what the best response would be to your desecration of the fonts.
Had you yet concluded you have none? Let us meet at Nicaea to discuss the terms of your surrender. I hear now you speak for your king. So there should...
Chat!
The boy does not know me. You have my word. The traditions of Aristea will be upheld, without violence. I see a Lucium that genuinely survives this part of history. Can you?
Well, that was horrible. Course of action?
Done.
Make sure every last trace of them is really gone. Zandara, I need you to speak to the Watch commanders.
We're meeting Sandraak at Nicaea.
We're outgunned, not outfought. Not yet. Jack, let's talk.
Can I talk to anybody? everybody else. Okay.
You good?
With the most dangerous man alive just strolling into the Palathon briefing room. From 1,000 miles away through some spatial overlap warping spell that no one's ever seen before.
I guess you're not.
I'm just saying there's a lot to unpack there.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Wait, Jack, listen. I know you have a grudge, to put it probably too lightly, with Sandraak for what he did to your home. But don't, well, you know, let all that cloud your judgment when we try and backstab him at Nosea. There's no word, really, for the kind of power he wields. This will be delicate.
Don't worry, I'm a soldier. I won't make a move until Kirkin gives the word.
That in no way lines up with your past interactions with your superiors.
Hey!
I'm just saying. Rumor is you're a bit of a shoot from the hip. Bit of a bull rush. That can't happen in Nosea.
Sure it can.
I'm sorry. I really need to get it together. Foreign magics are difficult to scrub out of a breach zone on the best of days.
Now you.
Sir? About Nosea?
Definitely not now, Initiate. The Grand Magnus wants to speak to you.
Right. I'll come back.
Don't.
Okay.
Is
Kirkin.
Zendara right? We're
let's
going
come
to
up with
actually
something.
walk into Sandraak's trap.
It's not a trap. Sandraak fashions himself after the nobility of Aristea. He'll honor the tradition of Nosea as neutral ground.
Sir, I know you don't plan to surrender.
Not even a little bit. We'll take him by surprise, hit him with everything we got, and hope the power of that binding stone of his is found wanting.
Okay, so it's our trap, then.
The Immortals can't let Sandraak take control of magic, Jack. We have to take our chances.
Speaking of the Immortals and Sandraak having been an Immortal and you never telling me your fellow Immortal.
I figured this was coming. There's not a lot of time here.
I had a right to know. You recruited me the day Sandraak destroyed my home. I've been fighting against Rasharn ever since you told me.
What difference would it have made?
I don't know, but how do you benefit by constantly keeping secrets from me? You could have told me about the fonts long before any of this. You could have told me how using magic destroys the world before training me.
You joined the army, Jack, not the academy. You only needed to know what helped you in the field.
I don't feel that's a good enough answer, sir.
I'm sure you can live with it for the time being. If we survive Nosea, we can talk about it again. Now, a few pieces need to fall into place for this ambush to work. I need you to take this to Captain Selko.
A portal stone. Any message to go along with it?
Selko will know what to do. You'll find him in Lordsfell along with a battalion of our soldiers.
Understood. I'll head out now.
This.
Don't think I have a spell for that.
Probably draw that down there.
Kirkin didn't say what that thing does.
Probably better you don't know, sir.
Is it though?
If you got captured.
Sure. It's just, if I knew the whole plan, it could be helpful, since I'm like, part of the plan. Am I right?
You have a point.
You aren't going to tell me, are you?
Nope.
Great. See you around, Captain.
Jack, Kirkin's asking for an update.
I delivered the portal stone to Captain Selko. What's next?
Rendezvous with the rest of us at Nicaea. Our parley with Sandraak is imminent.
Parlay.
What?
Never heard anyone actually use that word.
It's the nerves.
Uh-huh. See you soon.
Okay, let's do this then. Good thing we have that all charged up in case things go south, you know? Our little ultimate there. Whew. I don't have a good feeling. This is not gonna end well. Ooh, okay. Climb that. Have some crazy combat, I tell you what. Wonder what that one on the right is. Did I do that already? Oh. Regular one. I thought it was one of those special ones. Hey. Let's upgrade. Oh. What is this? I do punch a lot, so that'd be good. And then we'll go for one of the shield talents after that. say we don't have enough money for anything. Nice. Hey, wait a minute. Huh. I hear it. Where's it at? There it is.
See ya up ahead. Game face, Jack.
Relax, we got this.
Uh-oh.
because we don't have the stuff for that right now. Alright, we're good. At least we have 2 of them. Oh, and we get a special chest. Alright, we'll wait.
Can I call dibs?
Not the time, Jack.
So, what's the plan?
Dunno. This all feels a bit improvisational, if I'm being honest.
You bring no banner.
Didn't feel the need.
I held a small hope you might see reason. Yet you remain the same Kirkin that made me abandon the Immortals years ago. Obsessed with victory, stranger to compromise. Your eye ever bent towards the world's ruin.
And you just want to save it.
I can. With this. Its mastery over the fonts means I can end the war.
You mean win the war? By turning the rest of us defenseless?
In our every meeting, a yipping pub.
Jack's right, though. You're not worthy of that power, Sandraak. Your airships bombed the free cities of the East and then wonder why they resist you now? The last order that surrendered to Rasharn, you burned their ambassadors alive. If my eye is ever bent towards the world's ruin, it's because I'm trying to stop the man causing so much of it.
Please. Don't make me do this.
Captain Selko. You went mad. You didn't abandon us. You were exiled. And I'm still paying the price for not killing you.
Remember, this blood is on your hands.
It's the wound! He's moving it!
We have to go! Now! Fall
We
back!
can't really do much about this. Oof. We did not make it. New character.
Devin.
Jack, glad you're on your feet. That could have been so much worse. Took ages, but Zandara was finally able to dig you out of the rubble.
Oh, no, not her. I rather would have died. I'm never living that down.
Nope. Never.
How many did we lose?
Considering Sandraak just dropped a city into the wound, surprisingly few. But enough to have made his point. Kirkin's left for Lavenry to talk with the king. He wants a full surrender after Nocia. There's even talk that Kirkin's emergency powers may be rescinded.
So who's in charge?
Zandara. And I'll warn you, she's in a bit of a mood.
On brand for her.
I heard that!
Whoops.
Meet us in the war chamber, Jack. We've come to the conclusion that we're in desperate need of a plan.
I heard that. Well, of course you did. Didn't think I was trying to hide it. Alright, let's rush through here. Smooth. That transition is so smooth. I never
Kirkin
get
may be
tired
gone,
of it.
but our job's still the same. Eliminating Sandraak and his hold over the fonts.
There are 5, right? He can't have them all yet. We may not know what the Binding Stone does, or how Sandraak uses it, but we can try and keep him away from the rest if all of us just... What?
The fonts are hidden from us, Jack. Invisible. buried in the liminal spaces where the borders between Aveum and the Shrouded Realm are weakest.
We only know the location of two. The Palathon is actually built around one, and the other is in the Tower of Masks in Rasharn.
Which means Sandraak's already used the Binding Stone to absorb its power.
We have to assume he has.
Technically, we now know the location of 3 fonts, but the one in the Pale Forest is, well, you saw what happened to it.
So that leaves the last 2, and only Sandraak knows where they are. Fine. Pin that. We concentrate on the Binding Stone instead. We know where that is. We just need to learn how to shut it off. And fast.
Not necessarily. According to my research, a Thradda cult takes a huge toll on its possessor. Sandraak will have to rest before doing another stunt like that. We may have a little time.
Which leads us to former Grand Magnus, Thaddeus. Kirkin's predecessor, now in exile. The oldest of us that still lives. By all accounts, he was an expert on Aristea. If there's a weakness to the very Aristean Binding Stone, he'll know about it. In theory.
Sticky wicket, the situation with Thaddeus.
That's not important.
Kind of feels like it is.
What Zendara means to say is it doesn't matter that Thaddeus hates the Immortals and everything we stand for, because you'll undoubtedly figure out a way to convince him to help us. And
Yeah, totally.
a bonus potential setback, because the universe is cruel. Like the remaining fonts, we also don't know where Thaddeus is.
His last known location was the Sky Islands of Oromon, digging through the archives at the Library of Akoth.
Okay, then what are we waiting for? I go to Oromon, make nice with a friendly librarian.
Actually getting to Oromon is difficult, Initiate. You're gonna need to learn how to ride a ley line.
Yo, what?
Devin, you're running support. Walk Jack through what he needs to do to get airborne.
Ready when you are, Jack.
Sir, about Oromon and what's his name? Thaddeus?
Were the mission parameters unclear?
No, sir. I just figured some more intel never hurts.
It hurts time, Initiate. Do you want to hurt time?
Yes.
The guy I'm looking for, our former Grand Magnus, does he really hate the Immortals?
The feeling's mutual. Your job is to ignore all that and find out what he knows about the Binding Stone.
It'd be so much easier to ignore if I knew what it actually was.
Nice try.
Sir, come on.
Thaddeus was Kirkin's mentor. Sandraak's too, in a way. Then he bailed on the Order for reasons you don't need to know, leaving Kirkin to fill his position when she really didn't feel ready for it. She was a huge fan of that.
At least you're sending the new guy to navigate through all the complicated drama. All right, I'm good.
I'll just leave it at that.
Heading out.
Don't fuck this one up, Initiate.
What? Don't you cuss at me.
You'll need a
So
special
mean.
spell to properly ride the ley lines, and a strong stomach.
Why? What's this spell like?
Like Lash, only more panic, vertigo, and fear of heights. Fortunately, there's a Shroud Fane in the Harrows where you can find one.
The Harrows over in Havenshire? Got it. All right, I'll be quick. But hey, you okay? We never really got to talk about what happened at Nicaea.
They're hard for me to pass, honestly. My feelings on all of that destruction. Call me when you have the spell, and I'll tell you where we go from there.
Okay. I have a feeling like we're gonna get exiled too at a point. Like, I don't know for sure, but it just kind of feels like it.
Don't think I have a spell for that.
pretty long pole, man. Oh, we have the way up there now. Oh, which means... Wait a minute. Nice. Okay. Oh, hello. Where are you gonna come out from now? What? Hold on. Okay. Hold on 1 second. For whatever reason, all that just went out for me. Yo, what? Okay. I guess it's frozen. Okay, now that that's done with, we're just about finished again. So now we get to see just about where we were left off. Um... That's pretty pretty good. Really? Oh no. Ooh. Interesting way that was gonna work like a transport. If this will hold it down, it lasts longer. Lovely.
Don't think I have a spell for that.
You talking about that, right? I don't think you do either.
Devin, where do I head next? I've got the spell I need to ride the ley lines.
Splendid. The ley line we need to get to Orman is close by.
Heading your way then.
Oh. Lovely. Alright, everybody. I think we're going to go ahead and stop here. Seeing as how now I got to cut out part of the video, or I'll just add a transition. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then we'll go from there. And I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. And 1K gang, let's go.